Welcome back, Video Creeps. Well, that was that. Or them. Bad joke. Move past it. They Them is the Peacock original horror film that pits the LGBT against like an evil conversion camp, which for me sounds fantastic. Just a little "we're not gonna take it" just plays while this disenfranchised group of youths just taking out the counselors that say they can't do it. They all just rise up and like kick some fucking ass. That shit sounds dope. That's the movie I signed up for. Wasn't what we got. For a movie that sets out to make like the LGBT like the heroes of the story and make the audience go like, look at those fucking badasses. Holy shit. It just doesn't. It doesn't do that. And I think that's super unfair to the community that this movie was supposed to be written for. And I think a big part of the reason why that wasn't exactly nailed falls on the fact that this was written by a man named John Logan. Now, I'm not saying that the guy's not, that he can't do, like, he could do, maybe he could do things, but when you look at this list of movies from his career, let's just look at the movie. Star Trek Nemesis, The Last Samurai, The Aviator, Skyfall, Spectre, Gladiator, Any Given Sunday. The list goes on in that fashion. I'm fucking sorry. Do I have to do you really think like a 61-year-old man who's built a career around making films like that list of films is just mad in touch with today's youth and fucking they, them LGBT culture? Like, I don't know if this man is a part of the LGBT, but that does not automatically mean that you are in touch. Clearly, look at this fucking film. The movie plays out just like it fucking plays out on screen as a fucking guy who made a movie pandering to an audience that I don't think he fucking understands. Now, as a he, him, I am fully aware that there are going to be elements to this movie that are not for me. And yo, check this out. That's tight. Representation is a beautiful thing. And it's important to be able to see a film and go, hey, that's me. But it's also important not to hinder half of your fucking audience, son. Just because something is about something doesn't mean that those are the only people that you're supposed to talk to. When I watch Pulp Fiction, I am not sitting there identifying with the plight of henchmen in the same way that I can enjoy films like Cars without being an automobile. That's on fucking storytelling. You don't have to resonate with everything in order to enjoy things. And it very much feels like with this movie, if you're not in on it, then like, but yeah, even if I was like who this movie was made for, that does not excuse the incredibly unlikable cast of people in this movie. God fucking damn, did I not like the characters in this movie. The main character, Jordan, had like a lot of work to do to make me enjoy them by the end of the movie. And specifically, that's because of how fucking nasty he was at the very first time that you meet a motherfucker. Like, yo, first impressions are important. The first scene that you see with this cat, like, a bunch of the kids are going to the girls' side, but the other is going to the men's side. And then we have fucking Jordan dead center with just stank face. Like, what about me? I'm non-binary. Like, fucking stand up for your rights. But maybe do it, like, in a way where you realize that you're asking something of a stranger. Like, there's an even exchange when it comes to talking to people and shit. You don't have to be a sour little asshole. It just comes off fucking entitled and so cringy. And that cringe is like a theme throughout the film. Again, it's not speaking to me, so that's fine. Like, I'm not a Pink fan. So a montage of a bunch of people singing to Pink is not gonna get me to fucking jerk off. It's fine. I'm not supposed to jerk off. Eventually, Jordan would become the most likable character of the cast, but that's just not saying much. Like, if everyone sucks, then eventually you're just like, well, that's the better option. Like, all right, quick fucking experiment here. What would you rather do? The dishes or fuck your mother? They're just better than everyone else's sucking, especially compared to this fucking bitch. Oh my God, just fucking nasty. Just another fucking sour-faced asshole. I hate it. I hate the fucking attitudes in this movie. I really do. Especially from Jordan, because like Jordan chose to go to this camp of his own volition in order to then get emancipated. I feel like people with the character trait to put themselves in a situation where they don't want to do something, but they will do it in order to get the bigger goal at the end of it. I don't know, they have some fucking balls. Jordan is like fucking, like, I don't even know how to explain, like, entitled. That's what it is. Like, fucking, you just expect people to have the shit that you need. Like, fucking, nah, son. Now, I'm not on the side of fucking conversion camps. Let's not make that a thing. But I do want to make the point that, like, conversion camps have probably existed forever and ever and fucking ever. The gays have had a rough go. But it stands to reason that, like, with eons of fucking gay conversion camp iterations, like, there probably always was just men and women. Like, the they-them thing is still rather new in the fucking spectrum of, like, gender and shit now, right? So, like, why'd you think there was gonna be a fucking they cabin? Like, why'd you think that, man? Bad characters aside, I will say there was this one character, this, like, black gay guy that I just fucking, probably my favorite character in the movie, like, legitimately. It was funny, it was, like, every time he was on screen, I was enjoying myself. So, hey, there's that for a compliment. And so are things always fucking bad. Like, this movie does have elements that are genuinely enjoyable. There's one or two, like, character fucking switch-ups where when it happens, you're legitimately like, I did not see that coming. Wow. Cool twist. There's a standout scene in particular that involves a dog that I thought was very tense. Probably the highlight of the movie for me, if I'm being completely honest. That and seeing fucking my girl in this thing, like, it's good to see she's all right. And all the, like, camp counselors were, like, seasoned actors too, so that was nice. Kevin Bacon came in, like, he did his fucking job. Like, at no point while watching this movie and Kevin Bacon is on screen am I taken out of it. I'm fully immersed in what he's doing. He's a very talented actor. But even with those sprinkles on this fucking shit donut, it doesn't make the shit donut taste any sweeter. It's still ultimately kind of a shitty storyline. And as a diehard horror fan, it's an embarrassing attempt at a horror movie. Storytelling wise, it just fell flat. Like, what can I say? I couldn't sympathize with the fucking camp counselors. I couldn't sympathize with the fucking campers. I couldn't sympathize with the fucking killer. Even when there's, like, the remaining survivors of this film, like, I don't feel that vindication that good storytelling gives me. The movie just came out, and I can't imagine anyone is going to be talking about this fucking 2 weeks from now. Like, I can't even think of a movie that's that forgettable, because, like, you forget them. That's what this is. I could go on and touch on how there's these really uncomfortable sex scenes, or the straight up just bad acting. But ultimately, just watch Prey. It's an artistic expression visually, and it's an inclusion story like how this one fucking wanted to be. It's got all the heart, and it's got all the fucking badass shit that one could want. Just watch that instead. Peace, video creeps.